What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. It's the moment, it's the race we've all been waiting for here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. The championship, the season finale. We're finally going to end things off here after nearly 11 months of racing. We're finally going to get this out of the way. This season should have been long over. We should have been ending 2008 by now. Fell way off schedule, got really busy this year. My apologies, everybody. We started the season at Daytona in February. We're ending it here in December as I'm recording this final race of the year. Here we go. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to lead us to the green. Pace car is off. This final race of the season is underway. Green flag is in the air. We're racing from Homestead, Miami Speedway. And here comes Edwards immediately to the bottom, looking for the race lead. 3 wide behind him for second. Here comes Stewart to the inside. He wants to be the definitive champion by winning this race and leaving no questions. But now here comes Jeff Gordon. Gordon wants a shot at winning the championship. He's going to have to be really aggressive and force Stewart into a mistake. Off of turn number 4. We made it clean. No, we haven't. Around goes Bobby Labonte, spinning through the front straightaway grass. Caution is out here from Homestead. And they passed most of the field past the line. And we're wrecking again. Stewart's in the wall. Tony Stewart, our points leader, up into the outside wall, involved in a crash here from Homestead, Miami. Racing back to the caution flag. It's going to be all Denny Hamlin out in front. Man, oh man, what a way to kick off this race. We saw Bobby Labonte getting spun back there. Tony Stewart gets wrecked under caution. 5 wide. As he with Truex and Edwards up into the outside wall, destroying Stewart's car, destroying Edwards' car. They both go down pit road, get some repairs. We're going to get back out here. Stewart's championship hopes not completely dashed, but he's going to have a large hole to climb from. But he has a huge advantage in the points over Jeff Gordon. Gordon would, if the race were to end right now, Gordon would be the champion. But Gordon knows that it's not quite over yet. Let's watch Tony Stewart here. Stewart very aggressive, already making it up about 2 or 3 spots on the restart here, trying to work his way back up through the field. Look at some 3 wide action further back throughout the field. Contact yet again. They're going to save it this time. No, further back they're not. Montoya's around. Bobby Labonte's in it again. Caution is going to wave for the second time today. Stewart checks up. He avoids it. Most of the field checking up as they've already taken the yellow. However, the first half of the pack already crossed the line when the caution came out. They're racing back around to the caution flag now. 4 wide. For the race, 5 wide, coming off turn number 4. They squeeze together. Huge crash. That's the entire lead pack. Aside from Jeff Gordon, the chaos happening behind him. And Gordon does not want to see cars getting torn up and taken out of the race this early, unless it's Tony Stewart. They're stacking him up under caution. Big hit for Greg Biffle. Big wreck. Ian Slager is destroyed. Kyle Petty's destroyed. Multiple cars all torn up. There's big time damage all throughout the field, and let's go back and see what all just happened. So we saw the 42 getting spun. Further up, when we saw them spanning out through 3 and 4, we knew that was trouble. Everybody sending it in down low, running out of room. And let's slow things down right here. Contact. Biffle and Burden into the wall. They're just squeezing together, and that clips Jimmy Johnson. The 17 of Kenseth gets clipped by the 5 of Kyle Busch. Johnson gets sandwiched between Kansas' car and the wall. Kansas slides. Kyle Busch slides. The 17, the 07, all around here on the front straightaway. A little bit of contact for Hamlin, and then Boyer just slides back up right into the racing line as drivers are trying to check up for the caution, and that causes a huge stack up. As you see Mayfield, among others, getting turned around there. And that is not what Jeff Gordon wanted or needed to see. Cars getting taken out here. But the green flag's back in the air. We're racing once again. Only one car out of this race, and it's the 45 of Kyle Petty. Here comes Harvick underneath Gordon. Mark Martin is into the mix. Here comes Reed Sorensen. Caution is out again. Kurt Busch is around. We got more cars wrecking in turn 4. Tony Stewart's in it again. This is not the day. Oh, and more wrecking on the front straightaway. Robbie Gordon's around. This is not the championship race Tony Stewart wanted to have. He wanted to come in here, have a smooth race, you know, avoid all trouble, just get to the end, get a nice, solid finish, and clinch the championship. But nah, he's getting caught up in just about every single wreck that breaks out, it seems. 3 wide went wrong off turn 2 there. Todd Bodine got squeezed in that 98 car. The 07 to Boyer, and then driving away from it. Cars down on the apron, cars down in the grass. Just can't hang on to it. What was Montoya doing? Labonte. Robbie Gordon. And Ryan Newman around on the front stretch there. Newman gets pushed backwards. Comes back around, saves it. Gordon slams the outside wall. Destroys the rear end of that car. Man, talk about the definition of cars everywhere. This has been a chaotic championship race like we've seen in the past. Things getting chaotic here. Everybody's sending it. Nobody cares anymore. They're all every man for himself. Everyone wants to get to the best finish they can get. We're single file now because of it. Green flags back in the air. Contact around. Goes to 44. Hard into the inside wall. Goes Dale Jarrett. But we're still green. Coming out of turn 4. 3 wide. Cars squeezing back there. Rubbing together. But keeping it straight for the most part. Aside from Dale Jarrett, who's got heavy nose damage to that race car. Just trying to stay out there and hope for a caution so he can pit without losing the lap. Gordon. Now with a challenge from Kevin Harvick here. Harvick looking to the inside. He wants to win another race. But Gordon hangs on the high side to lead another lap. Gordon wants to lead as many laps as he can. He wants the most laps led bonus. He wants the pole bonus. He wants, I mean, he didn't get the pole obviously, but he needs as many bonus points as he can. And contact behind. Around goes Ricky Rudd. Into the inside wall. He's coming back up. Grazes the door of Kurt Busch, taking all the sheet metal off the right side of that car, but he's going to keep it straight. And still green. Harvick to the inside of Gordon, looking for the race lead. Kevin Harvick slides up. He's going to clear that 24 car. And contact behind. Burton sideways. Around goes Mears. Casey Mears gets spun down the front straightaway. Look out. Cars exiting pit road, and that's going to bring out the caution. Mears does a great job holding the brakes and doesn't slide back up in front of traffic, doesn't slide down and take out cars that are entering or exiting pit road. Or Tony Raines stuck behind the pace car here. Can't race around and try to hang on to some spots yet. Man, talk about crazy racing here. Homestead, Miami Speedway. Jeff Gordon continues to lead the championship race. Never mind, he pitted and now he's mired back into traffic. Worst nightmare for Jeff Gordon. But he's going to have fresh tires, so he'll be on his way back up to the front. Restarting 10th. Or excuse me. Restarting 11th. 9th, rather. I'm slow, I can't count. Green flag back in the air. Reed Sorensen jumped out to a great lead, but it's not going to last. Denny Hamlin back to the inside, and around goes the 18 of Yaley. Big crash on the back straightaway. Oh, another impact for Yaley. That takes Edwards out of the race. He was already destroyed. Ryan Newman's involved in it as well. Racing back to the caution flag. Our championship contenders trying to stay clean here in this race. Tony Stewart further back there, still riding around. Yaley got turned sideways here on the restart. He's out of the race now with heavy suspension damage after that impact right into the wheel well from Carl Edwards. Let's see what happened. Turn him sideways. Oh, just 4 wide. Yep. Never works. And poor Ryan Newman got caught up in that as well. Boom! There's that huge impact from Carl Edwards, taking Yaley and Edwards out of this race. Poor Truex has some heavy nose damage from that one as well. His day is likely done. Here we go again. Green flag back in the air. Single file once again. Jeff Gordon hops out of line first. We knew we could have seen that one coming. Very aggressive, wants to win this race and get as many points as he can over Tony Stewart. To the inside, clear Burton now underneath Reed Sorensen. Sorensen not quite as strong, but fighting back on the high side. That's a strong, fast race car that Jeff Gordon has there. Fresh tires on it as well. He's about unstoppable. 4 wide behind him down the front stretch. They're going to sort that out. Back up front. Here comes Kevin Harvick. He also pitted, and he's trying to follow through. Gordon underneath the 11. He's going to clear Denny Hamlin here. Oh, squeezing together. Contact. They're 3 wide off turn number 4. That was really close. I think the 41 might have scraped the wall a little bit. That's how close they were to each other. And the 31 definitely made contact with that 41 car. They're not going to be too happy with each other. Heading down the back straightaway now. Yet again in the 3 and 4. Here comes Hamlin. Here comes Mark Martin. Martin right on the bumper at that 11. Got Hamlin wiggling a little bit. Gordon continues to lead. Racing for the lead here in the turns 1 and 2. Harvick on the inside, making it 3 wide. He wants to get back up to the front. Kevin Harvick on the bottom of 3 wide. He's looking for the race lead. Denny Hamlin clear of all these guys, but Harvick, we know he's going to drive it in deep. Hamlin slides up in front of that 24. Here comes Harvick back on the inside. Gordon, contact. They're going to keep it straight. Gordon and Harvick side by side for the race lead. Down in the 3 and 4 yet again. Here comes Hamlin back to the inside. 3 wide for the race lead. Harvick and Gordon making contact. They go into the outside wall. Gordon's got damage. Championship implications The right side of Gordon's car doesn't look terrible, but man, that's going to hurt him a little bit as he loses some track position. And he's not going to be too happy with Harvick there, as Harvick got loose when Hamlin made the move underneath. 3 wide for the lead, and they all ran out of room. Denny Hamlin now driving away with the lead as the rest of the pack got bunched up because of that contact. Here comes Joe Nemechek to the front, underneath his old car being driven by Mark Martin. Now Martin, here comes everybody. Contact, Hendrick teammates get together, hard into the inside wall goes Mears and Johnson. Around goes David Stremme. Huge impact for Stremme. That's going to take Kurt Busch out of the race. The track is blocked up high. They're stacking them in, heading into 3 and 4. Track, oh man, car's still coming in. Violent accident for Tony Raines, flipping violently through 3 and 4. Caution comes out, red flag waving. Cars are absolutely destroyed in turn 3. Caution is out. Red flag immediately. Look at that 88. Oh my goodness. Serious damage. A lot of these guys didn't even try to slow down. They thought they saw a hole, gunned it to get through it, and it closed up. And man, as cars kept piling in. Oh, did you see the 22? Oh, and the 96. Oh my goodness. Red flag for a really good reason. The 40 car spinning like a top in the middle of the race. So we're focused on the 25 and the 48. Teammates getting hooked together and going straight into the inside wall hard with the left sides of their race cars. Meanwhile, up here, David Stremme just not clear of Kyle Busch. That's 3 of the Hendrick cars involved in this mess. Kevin Harvick gets hit, and oh my goodness, Dale Jr. came flying in there. He thought he had it missed. He thought he had it missed, and just couldn't get low enough. Right into the 40, sends him down into or up into the 2. The entire outside lane gets blocked. They have nowhere to go. The 00 of Rudiment, oh, just ricochets off one car into the other. The 22 comes sliding in. The 96 came in sideways. The 38 came in sideways. Raines comes in sideways, turns over, flips wildly, and you see the 88 of Ricky Rudd as well. Man, a vicious accident. And here comes Ryan Newman flying through. He slams on the brakes. Jeff Green. Dale Jarrett slipped through. Really violent accident. But luckily, we're not doing injuries, because I know what caused these guys not to try and slow down for this wreck, and I'm going to try and fix that before this point of next season, although the racing has been tremendous. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again, and they're deciding to stay single file up until the 10 to go mark, because of the way these guys are driving. It's getting absolutely insane here, and they want to just try and make sure it goes cleanly to the end as cleanly as possible. They want to get some green flag racing in, but Denny Hamlin continues to lead. He's got a challenger behind it. He's not really familiar with this. 48, or wow, dyscalculia much. He's got the 41 of Reed Sorensen behind him. Now to his inside, looking for the race lead. But here comes Jeff Gordon. Don't count him out. Gordon comes flying into the picture. He's going to look to the inside, making it 3 wide for the race lead. Set wall contact who? Uh-oh, but that's going to shove the 41 up the racetrack. Sorensen's into the wall and around. He's going to save it. But man, that really tore his race car up. He's going to have to pit. Where is he going? He's trying to get to that access road. He went down into the grass. Luckily able to slow it down in time to avoid going back up into the racetrack. Caution. No caution. The caution is not out. Yes, now it is, as we've got debris out on the racetrack. And the 13 is spinning. Joe Nemechek spun around on the backstretch. He's going to bring out the caution. See what happens here. It gets bounced around. 4 wide. It get bottled up, bouncing off each other. Poor Jamie McMurray gets squeezed into the outside wall, and the round goes to 13 machine. Let's try it again. Green flag back in the air. Jeff Gordon continues to lead, cars pulling out further back. Looking for some spots. How about David Reagan in the 6 car? Reagan to the inside. 3 wide, looking for second. Off turn 2, now down the back straightaway. This camera head on shows you the entire field as they navigate turn 2 and work their way down the backstretch. And around goes Hamlin, and the 31's around in front of multiple cars. Kyle Busch gets collected. The 98 of Bodine slides back up across the racetrack. Tony Stewart's going to get more damage, and more cars come piling in. That's going to take Juan Pablo Montoya out of this race, as well as his teammate Reed Sorensen. Johnny Sauter's got big time damage. We're going to rack them up and try it again. Yet again here today. Homestead, producer of great racing, but also a producer of chaos. Yesterday we saw an absolutely amazing finish. Today we could be shaping up for one. We could be shaping up for more chaos. We're about to see here. We've got less than, or we're coming to about 10 to go. We're restarting with 11 to go here. As the green flag waves, we're racing once again. Lots of new players up front now. Mark Martin to the inside, looking for the lead as David Reagan falls back. Denny Hamlin trying to fight back. Here comes Paul Menard up into the mix. The 19 of Elliott Sadler with some damage on both ends of that race car. He's still trying to fight back here. The 24 rolling the top. Can he make it work? Here comes Mark Martin, though, to the inside. Martin, at one point the winningest driver in the series in the early days of the MG Cup Series, hasn't found victory lane in a while. Looking to get back into victory lane here and park that Go Army machine in the winner's circle. Here comes the 6 of David Reagan with a run, squeezes his teammate into the outside wall. Kenseth and Reagan bounce off the wall. They're gonna save it, but Roush Racing in shambles right now as here comes another car from their stables, the 26 of Jamie McMurray on the inside. And he's gonna take a 3 wide and possibly clear. How about Paul Menard hanging tough with these guys up here? He's like, you guys are racing crazy in the back. I'm gonna hang out up front for some time here, and I'm gonna think about possibly winning this race. He's running third in draft range. A little bit of rear end damage on that car, but he's right here hanging with the top 2 as Jeff Gordon continues to roll the top and find some grip on the high side of the racetrack to clear that 0-1 car. Man, oh man, this is really nerve-wracking for a lot of these guys here. I believe Stewart doesn't have that many, he's not even in the race anymore, but when he finally DNF'd, he was 19, so I believe he's good. There's enough cars in between he and there's enough cars behind Stewart where there's not going to be enough to get in between he and Gordon to bring out, and another caution. Jamie McMurray spins to bring out the caution, but he and Jeff Gordon are racing for points, and I don't think Gordon has enough positions left between he and Stewart to win this championship. But there you see it. Cause for the caution that completely destroyed the front end of Sadler's car even more. You see the 26 driving away. And Jeff Gordon is going to have to deal with another late race restart with just a handful of laps left in this thing. Here we go. And green flag back in the air. They wrecked again. on the green-white checker attempt. The 11 of Hamlin. I'm sorry we cut late. Technical difficulties there. But you see a little bit of what happened. Denny Hamlin's car is destroyed. He was previously a favorite to win this race early on. He and Sauter now out of the race. Very unfortunate. You see Menard caught up in that as well. He thought he was going to be a dark horse pick to win this thing, but nope. Man, tough break for them there. We're going to try it one more time. Pushing this race back into overtime. It's going to be another attempt at a green-white checkers finish. Doubling them up. Pace car is in. Will this be the final restart of the season? Here we go. Green flag is waving once again. We're racing here from Homestead. Three wide further back. And around goes Sterling Marlin. They're going to save it. How about Brian Vickers in the second? How crazy would that be if Vickers were to snag a win away from his former teammate Jeff Gordon? White flag in the air one more time around for Gordon as he leads the funny lap as well. Gordon not going to win the championship, but he wants another trophy to take home at least, and another checkered flag to add to his collection. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. How about the day for Brian Vickers? But ignoring that for the moment, off turn 4, Jeff Gordon has won at Homestead, Miami, but your 2007 MG Cup Series champion is going to be Tony Stewart, who's out of the race. What a season it has been. A crazy one, filled with ups and downs, drama, you name it. Everything you can ask for, we've had it here in the MG Cup Series. But that's going to do it. From Homestead, Miami, Tony Stewart, your champion, 5 wins on the season. 18 top 5s, 23 top 10s, 5 DNFs. So Gordon finished a lot more races, but completed less laps apparently. That's strange. Yeah. Jeff Gordon, 7 wins on the season. 17 poles. That is insane. Like, actually, that's absurd. Dale Jr. apparently didn't start every race this season. That's kind of crazy to think about. Jr. not qualifying for a race. Wow. But anyway, never mind that. Jeff Gordon, 7 wins on the season. Tony Stewart with 5. And only 33 points separated the two. Gordon needed a few less cars to DNF before Stewart, and he would have possibly had a chance at the title. Let's look at our points by wins here. Jeff Gordon with 7, with the most wins this season. Tony Stewart with 5, the second most wins. Matt Kenseth with 4. Clint Boyer, Kyle, and Kurt, both the Busch brothers, with 3 wins this season. And about even stats as far as top 10s goes. And these two up here, Boyer and Busch, even top 10s and top 5s. Boyer with 1 more DNF than Kyle Busch, and 2 more poles than Kyle Busch. Kyle had no poles this season. Then we see Carl Edwards with 2 wins. Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Jeff Burton, Casey Mears, Martin Truex Jr., Greg Biffle, Jamie McMurray, Jeremiah Cook, and Fred Jones, all with 1 win this season. Looking at, they will all be in the clash. Looking at our pole sitters now. Jeff Gordon with 17. Didn't want to leave any poles for anybody else, but unfortunately he left a couple for Tony Stewart, for Jimmy Johnson, who actually didn't win any races surprisingly this season, but finished a solid 5th in the point, or excuse me, 6th in the points. He'll be looking to get back to his winning ways next season. He won 4 poles, however, so he's definitely had the speed. He'll be in the clash. Denny Hamlin with 3 poles. Matt Kenseth, Clint Boyer, Jeff Burton, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Dale Jr. with 1 pole. He'll be in the clash, driving that brand new 88 machine. Now, for a moment we've all been waiting for. You can see Kyle Busch with the wins. Yada, yada, yada. Points. Here we go. Oh boy. Alright, let's actually position. Same thing, but just in case. Highest scored driver with no wins and no poles. Looking at poles right here and wins. Going through the middle. All these cars, or all these drivers have a number somewhere in that mix. The first one down. This can't be right, is it? No. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah. No poles, no wins. Kevin Harvick is in the clash. He's the highest driver in points without a win, without a pole. Looking for Rookie of the Year. Man, who were the rookies in 07? Hold on. One second, y'all. Quick Google search. 2007 NASCAR Cup rookies. Montoya, Reagan, Menard, Rudiman for Rookie of the Year here. And Allmendinger. However, I believe some of these drivers actually have run full seasons or majorities of the season in the MG Cup Series in the past. But looking for the highest scored rookie this year, it was, let me double check, bring up that list one more time, hang on. Reagan, Montoya, let's see, looks like the highest scored rookie in points is Juan Pablo Montoya. He will be in the clash. Bill Elliott obviously won the fan vote. He's going to be in the clash next season. But it's been an interesting season. And, yeah. Is there anything else I'm forgetting for criteria to get into the clash? I'm not sure. But, yeah. We got the highest driver to not win a race or, you know, not fit any of the other criteria, which was Harvick. We got all the winners, all the pole sitters. Rookie of the Year. Oh, past champions, right. So previous champions of the MG Cup Series. Obviously, Tony Stewart just won this one, so he'll be locked into the clash either way. Jimmy Johnson's a former champion. He'll be locked in. Rusty Wallace is retired. He's not going to run that, so no need to lock him in. However, if he did so choose to come back, he would be locked in. He won twice. In 05 and, 03. Johnson won it in 04. Who won in 06? I genuinely can't remember. My brain is fogging up. Hang on. I got my stats right here on Discord. Yes, I know I could probably keep it somewhere better, but Discord is where it's at right now. Here we go. Keep on. Almost there. Found it. Casey Kane is in the clash. He won the 2006 MG Cup Series Championship. That is right. Can't believe I forgot that. Wow. So yeah, this video is going on quite a bit longer than I anticipated, but it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. I hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.